Hi, my name is Rinna, and I go to Saratoga High School, and I'm a rising junior doing the facial recognition door lock. For my milestone, I finished installing the AWS CLI, the S3 bucket, where all my images were stored, the Amazon recognition, which I use to analyze the images which are stored in my S3 bucket, the Dynamo DB, which I use to make my collections and where I got most of my keys and IDs from, the custom Alexa skill, and the AWS IoT, where I created a group in which I can also get my ARN code, which I eventually need to use in my endpoint tab in the endpoint for the Alexa customizing stuff. To showcase my project, I think one of the most important parts was creating tables and collections in DynamoDB, and with the S3 creating a bucket which stores my images. I use the access policies and put them and enter the bucket names and collection names to create the IAM role, which allows me to access my files from my S3 bucket, allows me to use the index spaces function so that I can form a connection between the person's name or the value name and the image with which it matches. And eventually I can use that with Alexa to recognize the face which is shown in the camera. I enjoyed working with my S3 bucket and being able to upload images and figure out how to add them into the code that was given in the Lambda uploaded Pi code, and also being able to customize the Alexa skills. I struggled with coding, and it took a while to find different access keys and IDs when I was working with the bucket or with the DynamoDB. I also struggled with understanding the policies and which parts to change for my code, and I also got warnings with the endpoint configuration where I was supposed to add the ARN into the code. So to move on, I didn't know where to put the skill ID into the Lambda uploaded skill, so my next step is to be able to figure that out. And then I need to finish setting up my hardware, which is building the lock and connecting the Arduino with the motor and the camera with the Raspberry.